Good evening, friends. You are most welcome to Think Eyes channel. Today we are going to discuss Practicing Anthropology, Mani 003, in which we are going to discuss Practicing Anthropology and Health, Unit 1, Health and Culture. And today we are going to discuss Health and Culture, and our part is Health and Cultural Differences. Let us begin the topic. Every individual is born in a particular cultural setting which eventually shapes his behavioral pattern, and in matters of health behavior, the role played by culture cannot be denied. This is due to the fact that right from the birth of a person, through the attainment of maturity and until he ceases to be a living being, he is exposed to the interplay of varied cultures which has different implications on his behavior. In the context of this decision, we need to understand that the role played by acculturation in the shaping of a particular or distinct mode of health behavior among different communities and groups of people. By acculturation, we mean the process by which individuals encounter more than one culture and respond to the interplay between them in various ways, but we must always keep in mind that the acculturative experiences of people tend to vary. In the event of facing a health problem, for example, an individual born and brought up in a particular cultural setting may not react in the same manner as another individual from a different cultural background. A particular health behavior considered bizarre in a particular society may be regarded as a completely normal mode of behavior in the perspective of another society. We are all aware of the religious restrictions regarding the consumption of beef and pork among the followers of Hinduism and Islamism, respectively. Violations or violations, or in a few cases, just the thought of violating this religiously determined food behavior often has a psychological or physical effect on health. But it is pertinent to note here that the adoption of food habit in accordance with religious sanctions will not exhibit any detrimental health effect, albeit when consumed moderately. The clarity with which each community defines deviation in health behavior will thus create a sense of uncertainty and confusion among the individuals, with repercussion on the physical, psychological, or social aspect of health. At this point, an understanding of the interaction between collective and individual identity is of prime importance, more particularly for practicing anthropologists undertaking health studies, and therefore the need for recognition the insider's view regarding diseases and illness arises. The study of illness behavior will focus on issues like the perceptions regarding the illness, example patients' feeling and notions, family members' responses and reactions, etc., or like how a society's perception or culture plays a determining role in matters related to the type of medical or culture specific attitude exhibited in the selection of health interventions at different stages of an illness episode, that is, the time period during which the illness lasts. By now, it is clear that while undertaking health studies of different cultural communities, emphasis must be laid upon impinging factors responsible for health and illness. We need to remember that in studies related to health, we will often interact with people from different cultures, and at this point, culture will be the medium of communication, a medium through which we will try to understand the variation in health behavior. Any systematic analysis of health and disease would include investigations into native systems of disease classification, nomenclature, and the related domains. In such cross cultural encounters, there is often the tendency to impose one's own structure and present prejudiced and stereotypical notions about health and disease of other cultures. Awareness, acknowledgement, and recognition of the fact that culture is the foundation which plays a defining role in the health behavior of an individual or community is extremely essential. Reflection. Ever since the emergence of man on this earth, illness and diseases have become perennial problem for him. Each society in this respect is found to develop some kind of value system within its own ethnoscience for the concept and treatment of diseases. The concept regarding diseases depend mostly on the society's evaluative standards. A given behavior may be normal in one society, disapproved but not seen as pathological in second, and labeled sick in the third, cited in Bourbon 1986. Health professionals need to adopt a more pluralistic approach to the health practice. Availability of the improved medical facilities will definitely elevate the healthcare system as they explore their treatment options within the expanding healthcare arenas. Polgar, while referring to health and illness, has pointed out that a common fallacy among scientific health professionals and one that anthropologists have stressed continuously may be described by altering a little the biblical parable of the old wine and the new wine. The vessel in this new ones The vessel in this instance are the clients of health action and one cannot exchange them for new ones. Medical workers who wish to pour the new wine of scientific ideas into these vessels often forget that they are not empty. Popular health culture is the wine that fills them, and ignoring this often results in spilling the new wine on the ground. Thus, one may refer to the fallacy of the empty vessels. So, anthropologists can definitely play an indispensable role in the healthcare system. Scotch 1963. He discussed about the wine, old one and the new one. Thank you very much.